Good day students. Today in this session we will see the practical number 2 of the subject programming in C. So what is the practical number 2? It's a C programs using increment or decrement operators and data type conversion. In this practical we are going to see 3 practicals. If you want to complete this practical, we have to develop 3 programs. Which are those? The first, that is write a program to take one integer number as input, assign its value to another variable with pre and post increment operator and display its value. The second one is write a program for pre and post decrement operator. And the third one is write a program for implicit and explicit data type conversion. Okay. So what is increment operator and decrement operator? The operator which increase the value of variable by 1 is known as the increment operator, and it is denoted by using 2 plus symbols. Okay. Same like that, decrement operator which is used to decrease or reduce the value of a variable by 1, and it is denoted by using 2 minus symbols. So in this video we will see these programs. Now we will see the practical significance of this experiment. This practical is useful for students to understand the use of increment and decrement operator. Again, student will be able to use increment decrement operators and convert data from one type to another type. Now we will see the competency and practical skills related to this experiment. So develop C program to solve broad-based computer related problems. Then to complete this practical you have to draw flowchart. You have to write the algorithm for these programs. Now these are the relevant COs. Develop flowchart and algorithm to solve problem logically. Write simple C program using arithmetic expression. Now practical outcomes are student will be able to write, compile, execute simple C program and write simple C program to exhibit increment decrement operators and data type conversion. So for this experiment we required the minimal theoretical background like concept of increment and decrement operators, hierarchy of operator, different data types and type conversion. So now we will start this experiment by writing the first program, that is a write a program to take one integer. For that purpose we are going to use the turbo C. Now what is the first step? That is a linking section. Include stdio.h, include conio.h. After that void main. Then what is our program? That write a program to take one integer number as an input and assign its value to another variable. Means what? We require here 2 variables. Suppose A, B. Now these are 2 variables. Now see here, to clear the output screen we require the CLR SCR function. Now after that, first we will assign the value 5 to the variable A. Now the value of A is 5, and now we will see B equal to A plus plus, and then print F. First we will display the value of A, and after that we will display value of B. So here I am writing A comma B. and end with semicolon. Now get ch. This function is used to display the output on output screen. Okay. So what we done? First we have assigned the value 5 to the a. After that b equal to a plus plus. Now what is a plus plus? It is a postfix. Why? Because we have written increment operator after the operand. So a plus plus is a postfix. Now what will the answer of this program? See here, a equal to 5 and b equal to a plus plus. So what happen in postfix? First it will assign the value of a to the b, means value 5 is assigned to the b. So value of b is 5 and after that it increment the value of a. So now a plus plus becomes 6. So what is the answer of this program is a equal to 6 and b equal to 5. Now let me check the program. So Alt C, press the Alt and C button, then compile this program. See here there are 0 warnings and 0 errors. Now we will execute this program, that is a run. So see here, what is the value of a is a 6 and value of b is 5. Okay. Now this is about the postfix. Now what about the prefix? So in prefix we are writing plus plus a. Now what will happen? First see here, a equal to 5. So value of a is 5. Now plus plus a means what? First the value of a is incremented by 1 because it is a increment operator and it is a prefix. So what is the value of a now? A becomes 6 and then it assigned to the value b. So now in this program the value of a is also 6 and value of b is also 6. Why? Because in the prefix increment operator first the value of a is incremented by 1 and then this value is assigned to the b. Now let me compile this program. 0 error and 0 warnings. Now execute this program. See here, the value of a is 6 and value of b is also 6. So this is the first program of this practical number 2. Now what is the second one? The second program is write a program for pre and post decrement operator. Means this program is for, now this program is for increment operator. Now we have to see the for the decrement operator. So let me change in this program. See here there are two variables, that is again a and b. Value of a is 5. Now b equal to a minus minus. So see here, this is a postfix decrement operator. So postfix means what? First the value of a is assigned to b. Now what is the value of a? Is a 5. Now what is the value of b? Is also 5. Why? Because a is assigned to the b. So value of b is now 5. And what is the value of a is? A minus minus means it is decremented by 1. So now a becomes 4. So what is the answer of this program? Value of a is 4 and value of b is 5. Now let me check. So 0 error, 0 warnings. Now execute this one. So see here, value of a is 4 and value of b is 5. Okay. Now this is a postfix. Now we will write here prefix. Prefix means before the operand. Minus minus a. Now this is the prefix. So now what is the answer of this program? A is 5. B equal to minus minus a. Means decrement operator a. So first the value of a is decremented by 1 because it is a prefix. So now value of a becomes 4 and now this 4 is assigned to the b. So value of b is also 4 and value of a is also 4. Now execute this program. So value of A is 4 and value of B is also 4. So this is the answer of this program. So this is all about the first and second program. Now what is the third one? Write a program for implicit and explicit data type conversion. Now first we know the theoretical background of what is the implicit data type and what is the explicit data type conversion. So as we know, there are number of data types like integer, float, character, short, double. Okay. Now implicit means what? In the implicit data type conversion, there is no any data loss happens, and it is automatically done by the compiler. Okay, means see here, suppose we have data type integer and character. So that character requires 1 byte to store the value, and integer data type requires 2 byte to store the value. And if we convert character data type into the integer data type, means we are converting the value which is stored into the 1 byte is into the 2 byte. So there is a no data loss happens. Then what is the explicit data type means? In the explicit data type conversion, the large data type is converted into the small data type. So here data may be lost. Means suppose float value has or required the 4 byte and integer required the 2 byte. But if we want to convert float into the integer, means we are converting 4 byte into the 2 byte. So here by converting large data type to small data type, there may be a data loss. Now we will see the example which will simply elaboration of implicit and explicit data type conversion. So what is the important thing about the implicit and explicit data type conversion? In the implicit data type conversion, we can convert, or we can say that it automatically converted small data type into the large data type without any data loss. And in the explicit conversion, the large data type is converted into the small data type, so there may be a data loss happens. Okay, now we will see example which is elaborate this concept. So here I am giving name data conversion dot C. Now include new dot h main. Okay, first we will see the implicit, means converting small data type into large data type. So see here, now character C equal to A semicolon and integer I equal to suppose 10. Now suppose sum, and now CLR SCR. See here, character C has the value A. Now this A, the ASCII value of this A is 97. Okay, 97 means when we are going to add this sum equal to I plus C. So see here, now this C is a character and I is a integer. Now we are going to add these two different data types. Then what is the value of sum is? So sum equal to %d here sum. Alter. So what is the value of sum is 107. So why 107? Because C equal to A. This A alphabet has the ASCII value 97, and this 97 plus I is nothing but the 107. So what is ASCII value? See here, we can't add this numeric 10 plus A. Can we add 10 plus A? No. So this A has one integer value, that is a 97, which is given by the ASCII code. Okay, so ASCII is an international code which is given to all alphabets. Suppose if we written here B, so the value of B is a 98. So now what is the answer? It's a 108. Okay, so this is the implicit conversion. Here this C is converted into the integer format without any data loss. Okay, now we will see the explicit data type conversion. So see here, float. Suppose float f equal to 1.2 and integer I equal to 5. And suppose here we want to add these two numbers. Suppose sum equal to, here we can't write like f plus I. Why? Because I so see here, first we have taken the float f equal to 1.2. Now we return integer I equal to f. Suppose if we return this statement, it will give one error. Why? Because this float is not directly converted into the integer format. So here we require integer I and I equal to int f plus 1. Now see here, this float, this f is having data type float, and now by writing this integer in a bracket and then f means what? This float f is converted into the integer, and now it will add 1 to that float value, and this addition is assigned to the I. Now print f the value of I equal to %d comma I semicolon. Now see here, so what is the value of I is 2. Now see here y2. Before that we will write here CLR SCR to clear the output string. Okay, now see here, again we can write that the value of f equal to %f slash t, value of I is. Now see here, what is the value of f? It is a 1.2 and then integer I. Now I equal to integer f means first this 1.2 is converted into the integer. Now can we write 1.2 into integer? No, because it has the decimal point, that is a 0.2 is a fractional. So first it is converted into the integer. Now 1.2 becomes 1 and 1 plus 1 become 2. See here, we can clearly see that this 0.2 is lost. Why? Because this float is converted into the integer. Now we will execute this program. Now you can see here the value of f equal to 1.000 means what actual value of f is in a fractional point, that is a 1.2, but value of I is 2. Actually what is the value of I will be 1.2 plus 1 is a 2.2, but what it is converted into the integer, so that 0.2 is lost and the answer is a 2. So this is nothing but the implicit and explicit data type conversion. Okay, now for this practical you have to write algorithm and flowchart for these 3 programs. Now we will see what is the next question. So again you have to write the result and conclusion for this practical. Now we will see the practical related question. So first question is, here write the output of following C program. We have to write the output for this program. Now integer I equal to 1, I equal to 2 plus 2 into I plus plus. So see here, this is a postfix. Okay, postfix means what? First it will take the value of I is 1. Now 2 into 1. What is the first will be executed? The addition or multiplication? Yes, it is a multiplication. Why? Because multiplication has the more precedence or importance than the plus. So first 2 into I plus plus means value of I is 1. So 2 into, correct, 1 is a 2. Now plus 2 is a 4. Now the value of I is 4. Okay, so what is the result of this or output of this program is 4. Now the second one, that is write the output of the following C program. Integer I equal to 2, integer j equal to plus plus I plus I. Now see here, plus plus I means what? It is a prefix. So first the value of 2 is incremented by 1. So what is the value of this is 3. 2 is incremented by 1 is a 3 plus I. So now updated value of I is what? 3. So 3 plus 3 is a 6. So what is the value of j is now 6. And here they are printing the value of j. So what is the answer of this program is 6. Okay. And now this is the last one. Here just you have to put this x as a 7 and y as a minus 3. Now you have to your own calculate the value of z and write the answer. So this is all about, this is the homework for you. Okay, already I have told you 3 programs, output of these 3 programs, and again practical related 2 questions. Now this is for yours, your question. Okay, calculate this expression by putting 7 instead of this x and minus 3 instead of this y. Okay, so this is all about your second practical. Thank you.